Please rise while the colors are posted.
Ready. Ball. Post. Colors.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for our opening prayer. Joe Simonak will lead us in prayer.
Almighty God, you are the source of our life, strength, and purpose. In your presence alone we find help, hope, and life. Guide us during the hour of fellowship and reflection to be grounded with a healing reminder of your love to all those lives we touch this day. For it is your glory we gather and offer our prayers. Amen.
Amen. Give up.
Please be seated.
Right. East. Right. West.
Good morning. I'm Peter K. Goble. I'm the director of the Rensselaer County Veterans Service Agency. We've gathered here this morning to honor a deceased Rensselaer County veteran for the month of March, and that veteran is Frank A. Papello, Jr. We are honored to have with us this morning his family members, his daughter, Lynette Rensselaer, and his grandson, Giovanni Saldana. Thank you for being here. Also with us today to honor our Veteran of the Month are representing Congressman Paul Tonko, Katie Dunn, representing Congressman Antonio Delgado, Ryan O'Sullivan, and Nicholas Becker, former Congressman Michael McNulty, Rensselaer County Executive Steve McLaughlin, Rensselaer County Legislative Chairman Mike Stammel, Rensselaer County Legislative Vice Chairman for Finance Bob Loveridge, Rensselaer County Legislators Scott Vendette, Mark Fleming, Carol Weaver, Rensselaer County District Attorney Mary Pat Donnelly, and the Commander of the Water Fleet Arsenal, Colonel Milton Kelly. As we are all well aware, Memorial Day and Veterans Day are special days to remember all of our veterans. This program was created to help us honor our veterans all year round. To us here in Rensselaer County, every day is Veterans Day. The Rensselaer County Honor Deceased Veteran Program represents veterans organizations throughout the entire county. This includes members of the American Legion, the Disabled American Veterans, the Veterans of Lansingburg, the Military Order of the Purple Heart, the Marine Corps League, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the Korean War Veterans, Tri-County Council of Vietnam-era Veterans, Heroes at Home, the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, the Vietnam Veterans of America, AMVETS, and the Rensselaer County Veterans Service Agency. I will now ask Mike Stammel, Rensselaer County Legislative Chairman, to come forward to tell us about our honored veteran for the month of March, Frank A. Papello, Jr. Will the assembled county legislators also join the chairman?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Michael Stammel, and I am the chairman of the Rensselaer County Legislature. It is my honor to welcome you here today for our monthly honoring of the deceased veteran program. It is a proud tradition of our legislature to honor residents of Rensselaer County who have proudly served in the military and returned home to build their lives for their families and to strengthen our great community and country. Today, we are honoring Frank Papello Jr. Frank was born on April 19, 1942 in Brockton, Massachusetts. Frank was one of 5 children born to Frank and Elizabeth Papello Sr. Frank had 2 sisters, Patricia and Betty Ann, and 2 brothers, William and Nicholas. Frank and his family moved to Rensselaer County when he was a young child. He received his education through the public school system and later attended Sage College in Albany, where he received a degree in business administration. On February 12, 1963, during the height of the Vietnam War, Frank enlisted in the United States Marine Corps in Albany, New York. Frank served as an infantry private, Papello, and was stationed at Camp Fuji in Japan, Okinawa, and also in the Philippines. Private Papello was stationed aboard the USS Cavalier off the coast of Vietnam before heading to Subic Bay. The USS Cavalier participated in the following campaigns during the Vietnam War: the Vietnam Advisory Campaign, the Vietnam Counteroffensive, and the Vietnam Counteroffensive Part 2, which concluded on August 6, 1966, just 2 months after Corporal Papello was honorarily discharged. Corporal Papello was honorarily discharged from the United States Marine Corps on June 10, 1966, at the U.S. Naval Base in Brooklyn, New York. For his honorable service to this country, Corporal Papello was awarded the Good Conduct Medal, the Vietnam Service Medal, and the United States Defense Medal. Frank Papello returned home safely and resumed his civilian life. On April 18, 1967, Frank married his wife, Lynn A. Stats Papello. Together they had 4 daughters, Lynette, Lisa, Joyce, and Tina Papello. Frank entered into the workforce and took a job as a salesman for Mohawk Tire in Massachusetts. After 5 years of selling tires for someone else, Frank started his own business in Nassau Tire Company. I think anybody that's gone up and down Route 9 here in Rensselaer County and never had a problem with a tire of their car, they stopped there. I know I've been there a few times, that's for sure. Okay. After 5 years selling tires, Frank went in and started his own business at Nassau Tire Company, a business that was operated for over 20 years, right here in Rensselaer County. After retiring from running his own business, Frank went on to work as a procurement officer at the Watervliet Arsenal and retired from the Arsenal in 2001. He probably worked with our own past legislator there, Tom Walsh, who was running that facility for a number of years. In his spare time, Frank enjoyed camping, building models, and volunteering at the Stratton VA Medical Center. Frank was a performer and enjoyed participating in community theater with the Spotlight Theater Players. That's nice. Okay, he was a past president of the East Greenbush Rotary and the Chamber of Commerce, as well as a member of the VFW Post 1019 and the Glee Club of East Greenbush. One of Frank's favorite things was to sing the national anthem at numerous special events. It was his special way of showing off the pride and patriotism for our country. Sadly, Frank passed away on March 2nd, 2004. Frank is survived by his wife, Lynn, his daughters, Lynette, Lisa, Joyce, and Tina, his grandchildren, Giovina, Kelsey, Ed Meyer, Mason, and Sam, his sister Patricia, and Betty Ann, and his brothers William, Nicholas. Frank was also preceded by his parents, Frank and Elizabeth. Frank is buried at the Saratoga National Cemetery in Schuylerville, New York. Today we pause and remember Frank for his service to our great country. We are internally grateful for his commitment to serving our country during the time of war. and we are grateful for his return home safely. Started a family and a business to help make Rensselaer County a better place for everyone. On behalf of the Rensselaer County Legislature, I would like to thank Frank's wife, Lynn, and her children, Frank's brother, sister, and the entire family that is here for allowing us and recognizing his life and a special in his service here today. And I would also like to say thank you for his family for doing what he had to, for Frank for doing what he needed to do or wanted to do in order to make Rensselaer County the county it is. And I know in the business that he was in there on Route 9, he helped a lot of people, and I know a lot of it was out of free grazie. I know a few people down there who needed help going through that business that I know personally. He just helped them out, and I never asked for anything, so he was a man of honor, that's for sure. So thank you very much. With that, we have a certificate we would like to award to you. Okay? Please accept this on behalf of the Rensselaer County Legislature for the contributions that your father and your family made to this country and this county. Thank you very much. Fine grandson you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice.
Thank you. Thanks for your service. Thank you. It made it memorable.
I'll now ask Katie Dunn, representing Congressman Paul Tonko, and Ryan O'Sullivan and Nicholas Becker, representing Congressman Antonio Delgado, to come forward.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Katie Dunn. I'm here on behalf of Congressman Paul Tonko's office. Unfortunately, the congressman could not make it this morning as he is traveling back to DC to handle legislative matters, but he asked that I come in his place. Thank you to Rensselaer County for putting this opportunity together every month to pay tribute to our veterans and to Peter. Our office extends its most sincere gratitude for Corporal Frank A. Papello's service in the U.S. Marine Corps. His devotion, integrity, and courage are incredibly admirable, and we appreciate all that he and his family have sacrificed so that we may enjoy our many freedoms. We are inspired by how he continued to be of service to his community after his time in the military, such as through volunteering at the VA Stratton Medical Center, opening his own business, and being president of the East Greenbush Rotary and Chamber of Commerce, to name a few. As a small token of our Congressman Tonko and Congressman Delgado's appreciation, we have brought along an American flag that has been flown over our nation's capital in Frank's honor, and as well as congressional certificates. Thank you.
We'll now ask our Rensselaer County Executive, Steve McLaughlin, to come forward.
Thank you, Peter. Good morning, everybody. Pleasure to be here this morning. We're joined by our District Attorney, Mary Pat Donnelly. Welcome, Mary Pat. She got stuck at a train crossing for a few minutes, I heard, which has happened to all of us here in the county at one point or another, but thank you for joining us. It's an honor to be here with former Congressman Mike McNulty, who was instrumental in starting this ceremony here in Rensselaer County, and they've spread to other counties as well, so we're really proud of that, and all of my colleagues in county government. And I'm doing triple duty today because I get to represent my office, but also Assemblyman McDonald and Ashby are unable to make it. I think they're probably on the way to Albany, as is Senator Jordan. So I have 3 different certificates for you this morning, but I know they extend their best wishes as well. And also, you know, we thank you for letting us honor Frank. Lynette and Giovanni, thank you for being here. And it's interesting to see the connections. I had family in Brockton where Frank was born, and then to see him come over here and start a business, and as Mike said, help a lot of people along the way and build a very successful business. I understand 7 locations at one point, pretty successful business here in Rensselaer County that started here. So very proud of that for him. I'm sure he did a great job helping a lot of people. And then to see him volunteer his time at the VA and at the Watervliet Arsenal as well. So really a lifetime of service that he gave, starting with his service in Vietnam, which is certainly one of those wars that we always like to say thank you to those that came back from Vietnam, because that didn't happen a lot back then. So we're certainly thankful for his service and for everyone's service. And it's just an honor to be able to spend a few minutes thinking about what he did for all of us here in the county on many, many different levels. So on behalf of myself and Assemblyman Ashby and McDonald and Senator Jordan, we thank you for letting us honor him today. And I have certificates from all, and the New York State Liberty Medal from Senator Jordan as well. So thank you very much.
Tim Forbes from the Rensselaer County Honor Deceased Veteran Committee will present the committee plaque at this time. Will the committee members please stand?
On behalf of the Honor Deceased Veteran Committee, the residents of Rensselaer County and the veterans who are assembled, please accept this plaque as a symbol of our appreciation for Frank's service. You know, as a fellow Marine, I know how it is. Semper Fi. Thank you very much.
Please stand for the closing prayer and taps.
Day is done, one the sun from the lake, the hill, and the sky. All is well. God of compassion, dignity, and strength, watch over this veteran and his family. Bless him and grant his comfort and everlasting peace. Amen. Amen.
Retire the colors.
Ready? Paul. Retrieve colors. Two. Right face. On the right. Forward march.
This concludes our Honor a Vet ceremony for this month. Thank you for coming to honor our deceased veteran for the month of March, Frank A. Papello, Jr. Please join us for our next Honor a Veteran ceremony scheduled for April 8th. Before we go our separate ways, we'll take a few family photos. The flag will be raised at a different time and will be presented later. Thank you again.